Hotel while I answer some of your questions. I stayed at the Pixar Place Hotel before and I was honestly a really great fan of the amenities, but I've never stayed at the Disneyland Hotel and I'm so excited. As a Disney lover and as someone who absolutely loves Disney history, this hotel is honestly just a dream to me. Anyways, we have a lot to pack, so we're gonna get right to it while I answer some questions that you guys asked me. Now, starting off strong with what's your major, I had recently mentioned that I was a film major, but I actually recently changed. I'm now a media and cultural studies major. The reason why I decided to change was honestly because film is a lot of work and I felt that I had previously wanted to be a screenwriter, but I had honestly changed my mind. I didn't really know if it was a career that I wanted to get into anymore, and I figured why wait and change? I'm already 2 years into college, so I decided to just head into media and cultural studies. I feel like that's going to broaden my career aspects and opportunities, and I'm kind of excited. I don't know where this degree is going to take me, if I'm being quite honest, but I know that I'm probably going to get further than where I would with film, and I feel like it ventures into like journalism and broadcasting and such, and I feel like that's pretty fun and that's pretty up my range, so I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna start by putting all of these ears off to the side. These are the ones that I'm taking for my trip. I typically don't like to take too many, but I also tend to take some basic ones, if that makes sense. So I'm taking these black polka dot ones, these red polka dot ones, black basic ones, and my brother so gratefully let me borrow his Mickey hat. It's a little small, so I'm not sure if it's gonna fit my head, but we'll make do. Now the second question, who is your favorite Disney character? This one I feel like is so hard but also so easy because I have two, to be honest. These are characters that I tend to lean more towards, and I honestly don't know if it's because I relate to them or because I just love them so much, but it would have to be Candace from Phineas and Ferb and Giselle from Enchanted. I love Candace. Like, I feel like she's so me. She's so teenage girl. She's just so Olivia Rodrigo and Taylor Swift coded, if you know what I mean. And I feel like she's one of those characters where it's like, I've always loved her, but I didn't realize how much I loved her and how much I cared for her as a character until like just recently, to be honest. I've always loved Enchanted. I was an Enchanted girly through and through when I was growing up. Like, my first memories are walking into the Disney store at my local mall and finding Giselle's dress from Enchanted and literally almost running out of the store with it because I was just so excited I had to have it. Now, I'm not really going to show you guys the outfits complete that I have put together because I do have some videos for that. Someone asked me if there's any current snack obsession slash favorite snacks at the park at the moment, and I will say that the vanilla affogato from Schmoozies at California Adventure has my heart right now. Like, every time I go and I feel like I want something sweet, I tend to lean towards this and a churro on the side. I do get a churro on the side. I'm a very caffeinated person. Every morning I drink my Nescafe with sugar inside milk. I can't drink milk by itself. So I love caffeine, I love coffee. My girlfriend is a Starbucks barista, so I tend to go towards the caffeinated drinks rather than like the fruities or like the refreshers. So I will say that Affogato, highly recommend it at Schmoozies at California Adventure. So the last thing that I'm really gonna pack is my bags after the clothes, so I'm just gonna shove these to the side for the moment. Now, someone asked if I have any hidden talents. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of good slash I kind of really like to Photoshop. You guys should have seen me in 2020. I was going crazy with Harry Potter TikTok. Like, I was non-stop Photoshopping. I kind of also used to have a really big celebrity crush on Tom Holland, so that really sprouted like my Photoshop obsession, and I have like a million pictures Photoshopped that really made my family question my sanity. So I used to be really obsessed with Grey's Anatomy back in like early 2021, and I submitted a Photoshop picture from me and a Grey's Anatomy character to my school yearbook, and it made it into the yearbook. It's like yay big in a page, and it's just there. And when I came back to school after distance learning, everyone remembered me as the girl with the Photoshop talent. It was kind of embarrassing, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about it, you know? Now, my favorite outfit that I've ever done, I think it's gonna have to be one that I did honestly when I first started to create content. It was back in like 2025. Basically, it was just like this pair of flared leggings with my Uggs and a pink puffer jacket and like a t-shirt, and I had on my old like pink sparkly headband with like the little butterfly bow and the veil, and that outfit has to be one of my favorites that I've done like to this day. Like, my hair looked so good in those pictures. I look back and like I think I just like haven't beat any other outfits with that, you know? I will say I really did like one that I did not too long ago where it was like this vintage crew neck that used to be my mom's actually, with like my little Nike running shorts or Adidas running shorts and like my New Balances. That outfit was really cute too, but it just doesn't come close to how my hair looked in those first pictures. Like, I'm obsessed. I can't. I think that has to be my favorite outfit for sure. So someone asked, how do I balance school and work? I only work on the weekends and every other Monday, so I really just have to worry about the weekend. So when I'm not in school, I'm working, and if I'm not at school during the weekday, I'm at Disney, and I work at my family friend's restaurant. So I'm just so fortunate that I have a good employee to boss relationship where if I absolutely need to take a class but my work schedule is conflicting, I can just talk to my boss and she'll help me figure it out. And so I have yet to run into any issues with like school and work. The one thing that I will say is if I wasn't working, I wouldn't be able to afford my Disney trips. Like, I genuinely work to pay the Disney bills, and I live by that motto. Like, I just feel so fortunate that that's really the only thing that I have to take care of besides my car payment. I just fund my Disney trips. I've also been really fortunate that my school balance has yet to overload me. I feel like I haven't had really any issues with school. I haven't failed a class so far, and I've maintained on top of my grades. I've managed to keep a decent GPA. I was a straight A honor student in high school, and that kind of made me burn out towards the end of my senior year and graduating high school. So I would say that going into college was a little difficult for me, and it wasn't a tough transition per se because I still live at home. I haven't had any issues, and again, I feel that my boss has just been so kind and caring and very considerate of the fact that, you know, I was going into college, I was graduating high school, so I haven't had any issues with work and school, and I'm honestly really grateful for that. So someone said, what are your top 5 Disney rides? Before stating top 5 rides in general, my top is going to be Tower of Terror. I have always been a Tower of Terror kid. I loved Tower of Terror growing up. Like, it was honestly my favorite ride. I didn't have a pass when they got rid of it and changed it into Guardians of the Galaxy, so the first time I went on Guardians of the Galaxy, it was like February of 2019, I think. I liked it. I thought it was cool, but nothing's ever going to be Tower of Terror. Like, the vibes at Tower of Terror for me are absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen the Tower of Terror movie with Kristen Dunst, I highly recommend it. I'm raving about that movie like all the time. It's so good. You really feel like you're in the ride, so then going on the ride, it just makes it feel much more spookier. My second would have to be Space Mountain. I love Space Mountain. I call it cheesy, call it classic. Like, I think Space Mountain is such a good ride. The vibes are always just so there, and I feel like it's so nostalgic for me. That being said, Pirates is my solid 3. Like, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. That ride is so nostalgic to me. Like, walking in and you smell the water, it's just so something about that ride is just so crazy. Next, we're gonna put in, I have a pair of shorts for when we go to the pool along with my bathing suit. I'm still debating if I want to take this one or my flower one, so we're gonna pack this one just in case, and if not, I'll just throw on my pink one. It's like no biggie. No, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is, I want to say it's like a family staple of mine, if I'm being completely honest. Like, every time we go, my family just has to go on it. So I think for number 4, it's gonna have to be Small World. I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but it's okay. We're gonna pack my slippers. I don't know where the other one is, so we're gonna have to find that. We're just gonna pack one for now. Okay, I love Small World. I feel like that song is just so true when you really read into the lyrics. I mean, like, there's just one moon and one golden sun. I feel like the whole point of saying there's just one moon, there's just one sun, we are all humans at the end of the day, and I feel like what Walt Disney is really trying to communicate is the fact that everyone should be in unity. Everyone should be included, and I feel like that is such a special message, especially in this day and age. It's so important to recognize diversity and inclusion and equality. I think that's one of my favorite rides. I feel like it's just so cute, and the song, it's catchy, okay? Like, I like the Small World theme song, don't get me wrong. Okay, the last thing that I'm really missing, I have all my intimates in here, so we're gonna pack that. And then I have my pink cosmetics bag. I usually keep like my shampoos, my makeup, my hair oils, my hairbrush, my jewelry, my hair ties, all of like my accessories and products in there. And then I'm gonna have to just put this in here gently because I don't want it to bend. My ears, I typically just put them on top. I feel like there's no other way. I was gonna pack this purse, but I decided that I'm actually going to take it with me. Okay, I might get some hate for this, but I want to say that my last favorite ride is honestly The Little Mermaid. Growing up, The Little Mermaid was always my favorite princess, and it wasn't until I reached the age of like 8, 9 that I realized I also loved Belle because I have brown hair and I love to read. But The Little Mermaid was always my favorite. So I remember being at Burlington when I saw the flyer for the jellyfish, for the jumping jellyfish ride, and being like, oh my god, Mom, you have to take me to Disneyland. Like, they're opening up an Ariel ride and I have to be there. She's just one of my absolute favorite Disney princesses. I love the live action movie. I love the song editions. I loved Prince Eric and Ariel. Like, I thought they were so cute together. So yeah, I think The Little Mermaid always just gets me in my feels. Every time I see them kiss the girl, it makes me cry almost every time. The Little Mermaid is going to be my 5th favorite Disney ride. Okay, so now that we're all packed, we're just gonna zip this up and wait. Thank you guys so much for watching my first video. I'm so excited to start vlogging. I'm so excited to open up a YouTube channel and start doing long form content. I have a few exciting trips coming up this year, and I'm so glad to be able to vlog it all for you guys so that I can bring you along, and I hope that you'll tune in. As always, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for supporting, and I'm enchanted to be here. Bye!